Welcome back to another English lesson. In today's English lesson, you are going to learn 11 English idioms that use the word foot or feet. You probably know what a foot is in English, right? You can have one foot, but if you have more than one foot, it becomes feet. So most people have 2 feet. And in today's English lesson, like I said, 11 idioms Americans use in everyday English conversations. Who knows? Maybe you will see things like this on the IELTS or the TOEFL exam, and I'm going to try to record this in one go. No editing, so it sounds a little bit more natural. So let's get the first one out of the way. What if somebody gets cold feet? And you hear this quite a bit before someone gets married. So take a look at this picture. You can see there is a woman who is dressed in a wedding dress. It looks like she is about to get married, but then there's this guy. He's running away from her. What the heck is happening? Maybe he got cold feet. Maybe he didn't want to marry her after all. So let's get the official definition. What does it mean if somebody gets cold feet? It means to suddenly become too scared to do something. He got cold feet before the wedding and ran away. That can't feel good to the bride, right? So if a woman is getting married, we call her the bride. And if a man is getting married, we say he is the groom. Here's another sentence with cold feet. For most of these English idioms, I have 2 example sentences. I was going to speak in front of the class, but I got cold feet. Now, luckily, as a teacher, I don't usually get cold feet before I have to speak in front of a crowd, but I know a lot of people get nervous before they have to do any kind of public speaking. What if somebody puts their foot down? You might hear that in American English. Nope, she didn't want to do it. She put her foot down. That means to say no strongly. My mom put her foot down and said I couldn't go. That's never fun, right? Maybe you are old enough and you don't have to live with your parents, but sometimes they can say no. What? I want to go to the movies with my friends. No, it's too dangerous. It's too expensive. Not sure, but if somebody puts their foot down, they say no very strongly. Now, this picture goes along with this sentence. Now, that teacher looks super mean. She looks mad about something. The teacher put her foot down and stopped the loud talking. Yep, that happens in my class sometimes. Students get a little loud. I have to put my foot down. Hey, stop talking. We need to learn some English today. What does it mean if you put your best foot forward? Let's say you have a big interview, you want to get a job. Hopefully, you will put your best foot forward. That means to do your best. She put her best foot forward during the interview. I think you can see that probably in the picture. It looks like there is somebody behind a computer. They probably have the job to offer, and the woman sitting across from her is trying to get the job. She is being interviewed. Have another sentence here talking about putting your best foot forward. That's usually the verb we use. Put your best foot forward. On your first day of school, try to put your best foot forward. Try to make a good impression. You might hear that sometimes. If you try to make a good impression, that's when somebody meets you and they think good things about you. Like, try to be nice. You don't want to get off on the wrong foot on your first day of school or your first day on a job, or if you are going into an interview for a job. What does it mean if you got off on the wrong foot? Well, it means to have a bad start with someone. Maybe you made a bad first impression. We got off on the wrong foot, but we're friends now. Here's another sentence using got off on the wrong foot. I got off on the wrong foot with my new teacher because I was late. And I think, yeah, right there, that picture, this person is running through the hall. They're probably late for class, and you can see a woman standing outside of the classroom door. She does not look happy. It looks like they got off on the wrong foot. Hang on just a second. I need to interrupt the English lesson to let you know I am offering private one-on-one English conversations. If you want to improve your English and you want me to be your tutor, check out the comment section or the description below. There you will find a link to sign up, and if you use the code 10OFF, you'll get 10% off your lesson. Okay, now back to the English lesson. Yep, I'm going to be here all summer. If you would like to have a private one-on-one conversation with me to improve your English, but we're talking about English idioms that uses feet or foot. So let's get back to it. What if someone has two left feet? That means they are a bad dancer. And if you look at that picture, that person just fell down. Oh, and then there's a lady, kind of looks like the teacher from the last photo. She doesn't look happy. Maybe she is a dance teacher and she now has a student in her class who just has two left feet. Let's get the official definition. Did we talk about it already? Maybe we did. It means to be a bad dancer. He has two left feet, so he doesn't like dancing. Please let me know in the comments. Do you have two left feet? Or maybe you are a good dancer. If I'm answering for myself, I am not a good dancer. I have two left feet. I fell a lot during the dance class. I must have two left feet. What if it means if you shoot yourself in the foot? Remember, this is an idiom, so it has nothing to do with guns. It means to accidentally make things worse for yourself. He shot himself in the foot by yelling at the coach. Take a look at this picture right here. This guy is yelling at his coach. Maybe he fell down and hurt himself, but it's probably not the coach's fault. So yelling at your coach is probably not going to get you more playing time. You are going to get in trouble with the coach. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You're not making things better for yourself. If you lie to your boss, you might shoot yourself in the foot. If your boss finds out that you lied, you might get fired. Here's another one. What if somebody foots the bill? That means they pay the whole cost. I love going out to eat with people who will foot the bill. That means I don't have to pay. That rarely happens. Usually, when I go out to eat with other people, we will split the bill, but maybe one of my friends has a lot of money and they will foot the bill. My dad footed the bill for my birthday dinner. All right, so maybe in the picture we have a dad. And he's like, no, son. Maybe the guy's girlfriend is right next to him. The mom is there. It's his son's birthday. Don't worry, son. I got this. I will foot the bill. How about this sentence? Don't worry. I'll foot the bill this time. Maybe next time you have to pay, but right now, I'll foot the bill. Don't worry about it. Keep your wallet in your pocket. What if it means to stand on your own 2 feet? This is usually talking about somebody young and maybe they are finally able to pay their own rent. Maybe they bought a house. They don't need their parents anymore. That's a very popular example for being able to stand on your own 2 feet. It means to take care of yourself without help. Now that I have a job, I can stand on my own 2 feet. What about this? She wants to leave home and stand on her own 2 feet. And in the picture, it looks like this man, this boy, not sure how old he is, but he got a paycheck. And now maybe he has enough money that he can stand on his own feet and he doesn't need help from his parents. Congratulations. You now know 11 English idioms that uses the word foot. If you're looking for more English lessons, right down there is a whole playlist about the way Americans will speak English. And also right over there, there is a link if you would like to have a private conversation with me to help you improve your English. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.